Hey there, folks. James Hilliard here at the Technology Integration and Distribution Center. I am with Mark Wolfhurst. He's the Senior Director for the Solutions Engineering Group. And we're talking about all the advanced services that can be brought to bear, real power of the TIDC. Want to start at a high level of what really the goal is of these advanced services and the team members on that group.
All right, so really what our job is for those advanced services is to take those solutions, do all the provisioning work, get everything ready 100% so we can get those to the customers in one shot.
And these are the net new technologies. So could be servers coming down the line, going into a brand new rack, first time ever for a company, maybe replacement gear. Could also be net new laptops. We've got some running behind us here. Those could be a deployment replacement for an organization. Could be going to a brand new employee. The goal, every single one of these devices has to work out of the box, right? That's what you aim for?
Right. So when you look at the environment, you know, the nice thing about the TIDC is we are system and software agnostic. So there's multiple different platforms, applications to do these provisioning of these devices. And like you said, it could be mobility, switch, servers, racks, stacks. There's a whole process.
The whole suite of technology that comes through here, right? One of, behind us, running a lot of Microsoft, obviously, devices come through here. And so your team utilizes Autopilot to really streamline that registering of those devices, getting them up to speed. Talk a little bit about that.
So Autopilot has a multi-phased approach, right? So the main thing that people think about when they hear Autopilot is, I need you to enroll this into my Intune console, right? And that's one aspect of Autopilot. To really get that end user experience, that out-of-the-box experience, you want to go and do the pre-provisioning, or we can even take it to full provisioning, right? I can provision that device if you provide the user credentials to exactly what they need. So when they open up that box, there's nothing that has to be done.
And the big benefit is you're taking off that effort from organizations so they can focus on what they need to do. You do all that here, and it really frees up time for your customers.
You know, we're here to be an arm of their IT staff. That's what we're here. We're here to assist you and help the customers. That's all that we're here to do. We're doing the automation and doing all the scripting, so you don't have to take your network engineer or your senior system administrator to go unbox, put asset tags on, and do provisioning.
Right, we'll talk about those asset tags in a moment here. Let's talk about a few other more advanced solutions that you offer. One of them is this concept of location in a box, which is really ready for prime time for so many verticals now.
So when you think of location in a box, we started this up about 6-7 years ago, right? The concept is, you know, you have customers that are getting equipment from vendor A and vendor B and vendor C, and then they're trying to consolidate that shipment all at one time. And when you're trying to do an implementation at a location, right, you're paying field engineers to be there.
And they might be doing nothing on Thursday then, if not all the shipments.
So you're paying all this money for that concept. So our concept is we can become your one source vendor. You can buy all your product sets through us, one solution set. We then take that equipment, right? We provision it, we test it, we burn it in. It's all on your network. So we're getting that out of the box experience at a global scale. It could be signage, it could be kiosks, it could be POSs, mobility products, anything that's going into a location, whether it's a bank, whether it's retail, restaurant, a hotel, data centers,
schools, hospitals,
construction sites.
Anything in a box.
So we also enhance that with last mile delivery. So say a place doesn't have a dock or doesn't have a door wide enough to receive the shipping. We can handle that last mile by delivering that product right from the truck inside the facility itself. We can even use customized pallets that are door width where I can take those products right in. So that last mile delivery enhances the whole location in a box solution set.
Very advanced solution there. There's another concept, and it was brought up by the product management team at Connection, and it's this idea of your wherever workspace. And it really looked at personas, so remote worker, hybrid worker, those types of workers, and putting together kits for them. So again, when they get all the gear, not just the one or two things and then they have to go grab something, they get all the gear they need to do their job. Talk about that.
So when you look at that, you know, it's kind of like a location on a box on a user level, right? So you're onboarding this new staff member. You want that experience to be terrific. You want them to be happy. I have everything I need. So that work from anywhere place is really kind of a remote user kits. We go ahead and provision and deploy those devices so that it's ready for the user, but we also kit all the accessories.
So the camera that's needed.
camera, the keyboard, a monitor, a printer if they need it, right?
Okay.
Any of those type of extra printings. And then we're taking a step further for customers. If there's some swag they want, a hat, a sweatshirt,
okay,
we can store that product here as well. So they get that welcome package.
Okay, which is a great onboarding aspect for people,
Correct.
especially if they are remote,
Right.
but it makes them feel part of the team
Yeah,
there.
because if you really look at the numbers, 84% of the work staff is going to be some type of hybrid mode by 2024.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's predicting 2024 is going to be. So that work from anywhere workspace and that remote kit really helps us to achieve getting that end user set up right from the get-go.
I want to go back to asset tagging because
Yes.
that's important. I know schools, medical facilities, it's really across the board. But so RFID type tags or barcode tags or engraving, what can you offer in terms of those value adds?
So the whole asset tagging, we're pretty much open for what the customer is really looking for. We have some unique scenarios where we had a school system that needed a tag that could not be scraped off.
Okay.
We had to custom source and find a tag. Basically, it's the tags like you see on your lawnmowers.
Tamper-proof, yeah.
Tamper-proof that we designed and built for that customer. We can take it a step further. You said laser engraving, right? Laser engraving is not just putting a logo on a machine anymore. Laser engraving, I can put an asset tag on and engrave that onto the unit.
Okay.
I can engrave a QR code that has startup documentation links for that customer within
So I
our
can
enhanced engraving scenarios.
I scan my phone now when I get this new kit,
Yes.
and it tells me everything I need to do and get up.
Here's
and
your
start.
startup guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, there are a lot of advanced services available from the team here at the TIDC. You can learn more by talking to your connection specialist. You can even schedule a tour. Come on out here to Wilmington, Ohio. You can also go online for more information. It is connection.com/TIDC.